since I didn't do this the week before, I put the magnets up. It worked on this side very well, so I put the other 2 magnets over here, and it has been working. They've been staying there. They haven't been falling off. I have to throw this away and get a new one, but yeah, it actually worked. So hopefully it'll continue on working, and no cans will be falling and breaking.
We team working on improvement here. So when we close the thing, we got our thing right where it is, hanging. It's just got to get it enabled, and we got a nice improvement here.
We improved this contraption over at Pour that held tools, cups, and sticks. There was a lot of extra wood, weight, and nobody knew what anything did on that board. So we started tearing it apart. We had a whole mess to sort out. And we started from fresh. Used 2 brackets. They were perfect size, you didn't have to cut them. Then mounted back that Sway TV stand back to it. And it worked out really nice because it can swing over to either side of the pour roll that you're working on. Got sorted out this thing that we had sticks in. It was for vacuum, really heavy. Found some tubing that was made of cardboard and toughened it up with some Gorilla Tape. Homed that on there towards the bottom. Even found a board, mounted it on the side so we can nicely mount the cups off to the side. We still got a little ways to go on it, but this is our improvement so far. Good morning. So I would really like to know if these sticks are working or not. We put a black dot on the tops of them so we know which way to pull from and which way to load from. But every time we find them, they're always empty with a few on one of them. Like 3 are empty, one's got a few on there. I've asked if they're working. I personally think that, you can tell on Groove Bowls something's different. They must be working somewhat. But we have no standard in how to keep them full. And I don't think that we're confident, or what's the word? I don't think we believe in this because they're always empty. And it was a long weekend. There could have been nice straight ones on here to start the week out. And they're pretty much empty, but 3 on one of them. Or 2. So I would like a follow-up on how we're going to maintain these, or if we're keeping them. Thank you.
I've also noticed the cord hangs down kind of close here. I probably can move it back, but right now it works pretty decent there. So I just put a little screw up here, and you should be able to just hook that on there so it stays out of the way. We'll try her out. All right, back again. Just put in a holder. This should work a lot better. Morning guys, I'm over in Triage. I put this up last week. It doesn't really stay in there very good, so I'm going to try to get this a little bit better.
John up and finishing. So we're doing bases. We're in need of the acetone quite a bit, and the bottle ends up getting grabbed and left over there. Makes it a little more difficult when your hands are full of patching materials. You need to clean it off. You gotta crawl down underneath and go over there and grab it. So I went ahead and grabbed another bottle. Couldn't find the label maker, so I'll still keep looking, because obviously that marker's not gonna stay on there with acetone. It's gonna wipe right off. But got a new bottle of acetone for base area. I'll go get a home for it.
Our before had lots of different tracking, and lots of them were the same, and it's confusing and hard to read. So we set out and endeavored to make it more simple. So the after, so if we're at 700 pounds, we'll put 700 pounds, and then if we're at 800 pounds at 9 o'clock, it's just 800. It's just gonna show our progression, so we don't have to do any math. We're just gonna show our progression to the end of the day. The end of the day total will be that. The resin will be that. The filler will be whatever that one is. So we're gonna have one for each of these in here. There's 4 listed or 3 listed, so I'm not sure. We might have to change that, but basically it should be nice and clean, and not about run, but about how are we doing for this. Kevin here made improvement. We were out on the install truck the other day, and we didn't have a Kanban card for this item from Milwaukee, 4925 1233. and he went ahead and made a Kanban card, learned how to use it. Great improvement, Kevin. Thank you so much.
Okay, continuous improvement. I'm not sure how this is supposed to be loaded, but it would make sense to have the labels facing the back of the truck, so when you unload, you can find the labels. The labels are actually on the back side to the front of the truck, which is down behind there, so that means you have to unload everything, find the label, peel it off to find out which vanity is the one that you need to deliver. Thank you.
Morning, Elite. So that high pitch squealing was the area where the heat gun had burnt a hole. We put a piece of tape over it at the time being, and we're gonna get it switched out right now and get it fixed.
Hey everybody, so these lights are on at night and they're attracting flies. So we're gonna turn them off and to know what breaker. It's actually listed right there, panel G, circuits 25, 27, and 29. So let's go attack it. Panel G, to turn off the lights out by the still line. Panel G, 25, 27, and 29 right here, but it's also listed right here as well. Let's turn them off and let's see if they're off. Good to go, guys. We got them off.
All right, so we're here. It's all fixed, all replaced, ready to go.
Okay guys, so I got the magnets up. I only did it on these two for right now because I want to test it and see if it works. So far it's got like a good grip to it, but I can't remember if I explained why I'm doing this, but every time when I pull the grinder back, it will hit up against this, the stopper, and then sometimes when it gets caught I have to pull a little bit harder, and when that happens, like something like this will happen. The WD-40 breaks. I think this is like the second can that's broke over here because of it, and or like the tops will fall off. So basically this is waste because this is broke. I don't even think I can use this, and it's time consuming because, well, now I have to pick up the cap and whatnot. So I'm gonna test this magnet out. If the magnets don't work, then I will try something different. I'll start from scratch, but I think this might work. I might have to put another magnet on top, but I have a feeling that this will work.
Morning, guys. So I've been trying to switch these sanders over to the right side, but this was in the way. So this is where the UV was. So I decided to make it like the other ones, and there was already outlets right here. So I got this, put that up on there. So now it's up and out of the way. It's already plugged in, and now I can move the sander over to this area. So back here in triage, got the UV light up. Now I got the heat gun up. Now they're both out from underneath, and they're both plugged in and right where you need them.
Hey everybody, Robert here, and down on the finishing line, these are the blocks that we use on the rollers to hold our tags. And just from everyday use, they get loose, the nuts get loose and come apart on us sometimes. So what I do is I got my hardware, and I'm gonna get this one back together, and then I'm gonna go through the others and get some wrenches and just make sure they're all tightened up, and maybe that's something we might have to do on the regular. Thanks. Hey everybody, Robert back here at the end of the finish line, and I got all the blocks back together, and I went through and I snugged them all up, and I got them all the same, no variation. Thank you.